Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's share this and let's go again. Can you hear me? I apologize for the chaos. It is always something interesting happening whenever I am going live. So we are here. We're excited. Hopefully, we are on the right track. I do not know if this. Okay, so hmm. Hopefully, you can see me. And I'm looking forward to starting again now that I've taught and I actually didn't have any sound. We are back. Let's go. All right. If you can hear me, we'll see. We will see. I don't know if I set it up correctly. We'll see. Okay. It says I'm live now and I have 2 viewers. Excellent. Let's go. Perfect. Okay. Well, it said I had 2. Hey, how's it going? I'm glad you can hear me. All right, let me see what else I have to do. Praise God. I have sound. Hallelujah. All right. It is glitching a little bit. Let's see if we can get this a different way. If you have any questions, let me know where you're tuning in from. And hopefully this thing is going to roll because I am 35 minutes in and you couldn't hear me. All right, here we go. Got my notes. Let's see if we've got this and it will work. So much fun. Always fun when you're learning technology and wanting to teach something. All right. That does not want to work. Okay, great. Here we go. Well, that's not working. So let's try this again. I am not going anywhere. Don't worry. Here we go. I got it. So, hello, ladies and possible gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking about something that a lot of women feel, but they don't always understand. And it's really when your body is feeling chaotic, you feel off, you feel inconsistent, or you feel like one day you're doing really well and the next day everything feels harder. And I want to start here because that is not random. It's not because of something being wrong with you, it's more about a signal. And your body is actually responding to what it's being given. And here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to walk you through what your body is doing, why your body can feel chaotic, why something simple like carnivore can help it calm down. I apologize. My dog is having a moment. New York. Awesome. I'm glad you got the notification. Okay. So, like I said, why something simple like carnivore can help your body to calm down and what actually matters when you're getting started. Then we're going to go into questions at the end. I'm hoping to have like 20 ish minutes. And quick, before we get into it, if you're not already in my Facebook community, that's where I go deeper with all this. And it's really a great community. You can ask some of the ladies. And the description should have the link to join. Now, if you want to join the Facebook group, you absolutely have to answer all three questions. I do not spam you. I'm trying to keep it safe and I want it to be real people coming in there. And that's why I ask you the three questions. You will get a notification at some point to opt in to maybe my newsletter and learn more and stay connected that way because Facebook's not always going to let you see the posts that I have. I tag them and everything, but you can't always see that. And if you don't see it, you don't know what's going on. So answer the three questions and then also agree to the group rules because I have to send a message back to you to ask you to do it and you probably won't see it. So, like I said, I'm going to teach and then we're going to answer questions. And I really am excited to have you here today. And I hope some other ladies will come. If you will, thanks so much for commenting. So, why does your body feel chaotic? It usually comes down to one thing your body is getting mixed signals. It could be different foods, different patterns, different routines. One day looks one way and the next day can look completely different. Meals change, timing changes, you get busy, you forget, your energy changes when this happens. And so your body's constantly trying to adjust. And when your body is constantly adjusting, it actually can't settle down or calm down. And when it can't calm down, everything feels less predictable. Hunger feels different. Your cravings feel stronger. Everything feels kind of up and down. Your mood can even shift very easily. And that's when, sorry, it's glitching. And that's when everything starts to feel like your body could be working against you. And it's not. Your body is actually intelligently designed. It came programmed, y'all. We had to go mess with it and try to tell it what to do. And this is when you can start to feel like you need to control things. But your body is just doing its job, honestly. It's really just wanting to respond. And it does not have clear signals. And really, when the input is inconsistent, the response will feel inconsistent. Now, this is where carnivore changes things, not because it's extreme, like a lot of people say, but because it's simple. And that's really what matters. It removes so much of the noise that you have going on in your life. It removes a lot of the variables and it gives your body something consistent, something predictable. And it's something it can actually recognize and respond to because carnivore is actually going to give your body a baseline and it's going to allow your body to do what it was meant to do without so much chaos, right? And when you're getting nutrient dense food, especially red meat, fatty red meat, it's going to help your hormones to heal. It's going to help your body to regulate itself. A lot of the things that we're told are food, or I call them fake foods or non food items, because what happens is they create so much inflammation and chaos in the body that it doesn't function properly. And when it can't function properly, it starts doing weird things. And then you're thinking that, it's perimenopause, menopause, or aging, and, your labs look fine. Your labs come back fine, and you're told everything's good, and you know that you don't feel good. And you're like, hey, could you help me out? Could you tell me what it is? And they're like, oh, it's just perimenopause, menopause, or just aging. It's like we're diagnosed with a disease and it's what we have for the rest of our lives. And everything that happens to us actually gets put into one of those three buckets, right? It's like, oh, it's because of that. Like I had a lady tell me once that she went to the doctor for the same exact thing that her husband went to the doctor for. But her husband got a prescription for what he had, and she was told it was just menopause. Bye. See you later. And that's frustrating when you're a woman and you're trying to get solutions and you're trying to get help and you're not being treated, you're being dismissed. You're not being treated like this is important. or that this is something that needs to be looked at further. We are amazing creations, and women have different phases that they live in. And when they live in these different phases, it's literally like a graduation, you know? And we're treated like we're coming down with an illness, a disease that is not avoidable, and it's permanent. That's just frustrating for me. So, when you are thinking that you have all of these labels, how do you think? How do you feel? Is it something that you are hoping gets better? Or are you just like gripping and holding out for the worst? Because that's basically what you're told. I have a client that we talk about labels and being diagnosed or having diagnoses. That's what we talk about. And it's like you give up hope when you've been told something is permanent and there's no solution, there's no answer, there's no um, hope. So when you're told that life is expected to shift in this way, then you start believing all the things you've been told. And I want you to realize that your body is smart, it's intelligent. And God designed it that way. So when these things happen, it's not because you came down with a disease that's unavoidable. It's because your body is shifting and changing, and you need to give it the right fuel and the right environment and the right tools in order for it to function properly. And I will say that giving it, how do I say, fake food, non food items, and the four horsemen of illness, it actually makes it to where you feel this way, because we have ladies in our Facebook group that don't have any hot flashes. They don't have any hormonal dysregulation because they're eating what Dr. Barry calls the proper human diet. And they're eating in a way that is creating safety. And when their body feels safe, it functions better. And that's why it's not about trying harder, pushing harder. It's about being calm, giving your body the right tools, the right environment, the right foods, and then allowing your body to do what it's meant to do. You do not have to control it. You do not have to force it. You do not have to white knuckle it and make it do things. You do need to take care of it and create an environment that will allow you to thrive and to feel your best and to have fun in your life and to enjoy your life. That's what midlife is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a time when you've graduated from, if you had children, the female body was designed to have children and then pass through that time. Not everyone had children, but your body was designed to go into this period where you become wiser and it's like you graduated to a different phase in your life, and you can actually mentor younger people, and you can live your life with, your grandchildren or the people in your community that you love spending time with, and you can bless them with what knowledge you have. And it's just amazing to me that we can live our lives and graduate into a different area of life, a different phase. And it's not about trying to force your body or make it do certain things. It's about allowing it to do what it's meant to do and giving it that space to do that. Listen, I know women that are in their 40s who exercise less and they look amazing. They look amazing. And that's because they are learning that when you do more, you have to always do more. And your body will always outsmart that because it's designed that way. If you're going to create famine and a lot of chaos in the body will self-regulate. And I know that we think it won't do that because we've been taught to control it, but it will. And it's just about being patient and doing that. So your body can calm down. And when it does that, things will level out, but you have to be patient enough to get there. Hunger will become more predictable. Your cravings will calm down. Your energy will rise to the occasion, right? It's not perfect. And it's more stable, it's more regulated. And this is the part that matters. It's not about doing more, it's about reducing what your body has to process. And I know I can say that 100 different ways, but the more noise your body has to process, the harder it is to feel calm. Now, when women get started, this is where things can get a little confusing with carnivore, okay? Because the focus goes to, am I doing it perfectly? Am I eating enough? Am I doing enough? Am I getting it exactly right? But that's not what your body is responding to. Your body is responding to consistency. Your body is responding to clear signals, right? And your body is responding to what it can rely on. And when those signals are not clear, it keeps adjusting. And life can feel chaotic at that time. This is also where pushing harder can make things worse. Because if your system's already feeling overwhelmed, adding more pressure will not create stability. And it adds more noise to the situation. It adds more pressure and more stress, more reaction, right? And this is where another layer can show up, which is it's not for everyone though, but for some, the mental side of it, where you're thinking you're doing it wrong, you're being hard on yourself, and you're trying to fix everything all at once. We like to multitask, right? And then by responding to this, you're doing more control, more pressure, more effort, more white knuckling it, and thinking that that will make your body respond. But it actually adds to the overload. And so when you look at all of this together, it's inconsistency, it's too many inputs, it's too much change all at once, it's too much pressure. And this makes your body feel stressed. And that's when everything shifts. And instead of asking, like, why is my body not working? Or what am I doing wrong? You could start asking, what is my body trying to respond to? And what signals am I giving it? Are they clear signals? And am I being consistent? Or are you changing everything all the time and trying to figure out the variables? Because when the signals become simple and consistent, your body has something it can actually work with, right? And that's the, thing that begins to show you that everything's calming down. And honestly, before we go into questions, if you want more support with carnivore, with this lifestyle, and you want to be around women who are working on the same things and you want to feel supported, then join my Facebook community. It's called Carnivore Lifestyle for Women Community. And the link is actually in the description. And this is where I go deeper on all of this. I was going live in the group and I started going live here because of the glitches. But the link, like I said, is in the description. Answer all three questions when you go to join. And when you do that, I'm not going to spam you. The reason I'm asking for your email is because I want to make sure you're a real person and you're the right person. And also agree to the agree to the group rules because we want to keep this community safe. And it's really a place for interaction and accountability and support. And right now, there's just around 130, I think about 130 ladies in there. If you're in the group and you can hear me right now because my sound was not working earlier, then let me know if you're in the group and how you like it. If you're not in the group, then let me know where you're tuning in from and what you're struggling with the most. And I'm going to go ahead and go into questions right now because this is the third time I've been on here. So 3 times is a charm. I think my sound is clear. So I want to talk to you about what you're struggling with and what you need help with the most right now. So drop your questions in the comments. And I want you to tell me, where do you feel the most inconsistency right now? I don't see any comments coming through. So if you could put some through and let me make sure this is working. But so is it with your meals? Is it with your sleep? Is it with your cravings? Because sleep actually makes you hungrier when you don't sleep enough. You're hungrier the next day. You have all these cravings. And so it's so important to set boundaries around your sleep schedule, right? And how about your energy? Do you feel like your body is constantly adjusting or just not feeling right? I want you to leave with this. Your body is not chaotic. Okay. I'm not leaving yet. I want to answer questions, but I just want to finish talking about this. It's honestly not, it's not chaotic. It's just trying to respond to the inputs you're giving it. And when you start giving it something simple like fatty red meat, butter, salt, maybe some egg yolks, some of you ladies can eat other things. I want you to also look at when you eat other things, does anything weird happen? But be consistent. Your body will calm down and you will hit a baseline. And then you will be able to be like, oh, wow, I didn't realize that I was doing this so hardcore that I didn't even realize and see that I was causing a lot of chaos in the body. Now, the four horsemen of illness is grains, seed oils, sugar, and processed foods. We all know they're bad for us, but we all try to moderate them. And they create so much inflammation and chaos in the body that it is just unreal. And I know that you're here because you want to feel different. You want to enjoy your life. You want to have fun. And you don't want to feel like you're dealing with a bunch of things and always preoccupied or distracted from your life trying to figure out solutions, right? Everything starts when you feel different, when you feel better. So if you have questions about the topic today, or if you have questions about carnivore in general, you can drop those in the comments for me, and I would be happy to pull your comment up and also answer it for you. I do not see any comments. Hopefully, let's see. Let's go over to YouTube. Usually, I have to look at my phone. I'm nervous. It's going to make a noise. Hold on. I have to get on my phone. I can't pull it up because I think it's going to make a loud noise. Okay, let me turn. All right. So I do not have any new comments. And we are at 23 minutes on this third live that I'm doing. And so if you have any questions before I hop off, I would love to answer those. If you have any input about how you've experienced carnivore, are you trying to go carnivore? Are you, what are you doing that is working? And what are you doing that doesn't feel like it's working? Okay, I am going to post a comment just to see if it will pop up. Boom, okay, it showed up. So, all right. Does anybody have any questions? And hi Delphine, thanks for joining. I'm so sorry you couldn't hear me. So I did do the live and now I'm answering questions. If you have any questions about the lesson, which was on doing more and instead of creating chaos in the body, being consistent and making things simple. I'm so excited to have y'all here today. You can watch the replay. It's going to be up on my YouTube channel in just a little bit. It'll be under the lives tab. And I think with that, we've got 24 minutes on this live. I actually was on for about, I think, 15 minutes on the second one. The first one didn't last very long, but I hope you guys have an amazing day. And if you want more information about my Facebook group, then just go to the description and the link is there. I hope you have an amazing Sunday, and I will talk to you